Back with another video. Got my screen recording software working good now, and so don't have to use that camera on my phone anymore. So that feels good. But today we're going to talk about some playbooks. And one good thing about our football simulator for the coaches is they can make these playbooks, and then they can put these playbooks in a repository and recall them whenever they want. And if they manage many teams, like some of these youth coaches do, they can have many different playbooks in repository, as you'll see. So what we'll do to start this off is going to go to the Playbooks tab, and then you can either view all playbooks or create a playbook. Well, we're going to, in this instance, we're going to view first because I did have some playbooks in there I've already created. So as you see, I've created a few of them in here already. And you can put images with these playbooks too. That's a good thing about them, so you'll know what team it is you're managing. And you can also delete, click on a playbook and delete it if you want to do that as well. But what we'll do here is we're going to go back to create a playbook. And then what we'll do is we'll call this, we'll just call it Playbook 23. Just, uh, just a random name. So then we can browse for an image here, and as you can see, I have many different images in here. So I'll just take this one right here, and then hit open, and then that's where it'll pull from. Now remember, with the simulator, just like it'll be with the game, all the files that you have should be in a local area, or they be pulling from a drive, an external drive or something like that. If you don't have that drive hooked up, or if it's not on your desktop or on your regular hard drive, I usually store things on my external drive, but for this exercise, I'm just storing things on the desktop. But that's where it'll pull from. So if you, for instance, make a logo of a team and you put it on a helmet or something like that, it's going to remember where that was on your system, whether it be an external drive or on a regular drive or on your system like the C drive, and it'll pull from them there. If it's not there, if you've moved the files, the logos won't show up. Just so that's just a an FYI, and that's the way it works with most PC games and stuff that like this. So we go ahead and we're going to hit create. And as you can see, there's no plays in there at all. So what we want to do is we want to add some plays in there. And what we do is we can go in here, and I've got some plays in here. So I'll just take, I can hit Control and then hold down Control, and then I can just start selecting plays in there that I want. And I can do this for the offense and defensive side. And so I'll just hit Add. And once I hit Add, they're all there. If I wanted to do defense, then I would hit defense and I would hit add play. Here's some defenses that I have in there. So then I'll go ahead and hit some defensive plays and then hit add. And those defensive plays are there now. And then now we hit offense and the offensive plays are there. So now what we want to do after we get all our plays in there is save the playbook. We can also search the playbook if we wanted to, and there's a search feature on there. So I just put QB in there and it brought up QB run, all the things that had QB in front of it. So that's another way to do it. And so now when we go back out, now that we've saved this playbook, let me just make sure I did. I save it. I go back out and hit playbooks again, and now view the playbooks, and now you see there's playbook 23 right there. It has a little football there in front of it showing that it's brand new, and there it is. And so now I can go in there and look at that's what I looked up last. So if I just take out my search, all the plays will come up. And then what I can do is just go ahead and view the play right here. And then now you can see the play. There it is. So I can run it in 2D as we've seen before. There it is. We run it in 2D, and there he goes. And I believe, yeah, this was just a quarterback run. I didn't have any transitions with this. So then when I go here, I can go back to 3D again, as I've showed in previous videos. Um, and then there we go. There is the 3D, and all I got to do now is start running this. And so I'll just go ahead and run this. And what I did is we made some more cameras. So we had 3 cameras at first, so we just made different camera angles. I said we were going to probably do something like You can run this from any angle you want, but we have some fixed angles right here, which I thought was really nice. So we have this one right here, gives you that view. Then we have a right version of that, and then we have the back traditional view, the rear view, and then you have your top-down view that you have there, and then you have your broadcast view. And you can zoom in a little bit on these and zoom out. I think it zooms out when the play starts. So let's go from this side view right here, and let's hit the run button, and we'll go ahead and run the play. That's a quarterback run, and there he goes. And he stops basically right there because what I wanted to let you guys know is with the simulator, I'll just run this again. With the simulator, this is not the game. There is a difference between the simulator and the game. So what you will see in the simulator, you'll see the players run their route, and a lot of times they'll just stop. And that's because we're just simulating what the play would look like for the coach. So he'll stop here. I know we have a little thing where he's still running there, but that's going to get fixed. But that's basically what the simulator does. It simulates the play. When we have the game, on the other hand, what will happen with the game, it's going to be a little bit different. So with the game, what you'll see is you'll see where the player will actually run and he will continue to run. Um, and try to score a touchdown. I mean, that's the way we have it set up. But in the simulator, it's a little bit different. The simulator is really to simulate the plays and everything, and the animations just play that out. And that's what we were actually doing here. I think I had a. I wonder what this one is. Oh, that was just a new play that I was actually getting ready to create. Um, let's view this one. Now, what you'll see here with this play, as you do plays, what you can put your guys in motion. You could put a man in motion or a couple players in motion, and then run the play. I'm going to show you guys in another video how to create these types of things where you put a man in motion, and then he will run his route, and then the rest of the play will execute. But you have blocking assignments here that I've assigned here for these offensive linemen and also for the fullback and the receivers and everything like that too. But what I was basically saying was with this is that you can the play is made to simulate a play. I mean the simulator is made to simulate plays, and the game is going to be to execute those plays and run them for scores, and then the AI will try to stop them from that. So as you can see here, if in fact the player does get there's a way to tackle him, the defense will do that, or they'll guard him, and so on and so forth. But there is two different things to this. There is the simulator, and then there is the game. And this is the simulator. This is what we will be releasing first, and then we will release the game later. One thing I wanted to show you here on the as far as when you're spacing players out and everything, you can space players out by the inch or the foot or the yard. If you space them out by the yard, and let's say I go here and hit edit, the edit button, and I have it on edit formation, now I can snap this whatever I'm going to do by the yard. And that's more of a fixed position. Like if I wanted to move this guy over here, he'll move by the yard, not by the inch or not by the foot. And and if I put him here, it's by the yard. So now this guy will be a yard apart from everybody else. And then I go ahead and save that, and then I will go ahead and run that one more time. And then once I run this, you'll see, well, let's go ahead and hit the button here, and then I'll just stop it. All right, so there it is right there. This is the left tackle number 4. He's spaced a little bit farther back, like I did, and then he's a yard apart from these guys. And I actually did that with these guys too. I spaced them a yard apart as well. And so that's pretty much how that works. And I'll give you guys a little more detail on that, but that's how intricate this simulator is when it comes to that. And you'll get the same type of flexibility in the game to be able to make plays and everything to do that. The difference with the game is, and with the simulator is also, the simulator is going to come with things like a tournament sheet for the coaches, roster sheets, and stuff like that. Um, and the game is going to be more or less like a game where you'll have all that stuff inside, embedded inside the application, but um, it'll run like a traditional football video game from that perspective. But the simulator will have the things that coaches will use, tools that they will use, like the injury tracker will track injuries. You'll have a tournament and a league standings, spreadsheets, and everything that'll come with the simulator that coaches will use to track their teams and the tournaments that they're in and stuff like that. So that is going to be the big difference. So just so you guys know, this is the football simulator is different from the game. And I know people look at this and say, "Oh, this is the video game and everything," and it is, but it's not the full video game. The video game is different. It's much different than the simulator. The simulator is made pretty much for coaches and players to understand and study the game of football, and the game is more so to as a competition, play against each other, that kind of thing, play against other teams, season mode, and all of that stuff. It's a little bit different. So just so you guys know the differences between the two. But we will see you back in another video, and we appreciate you guys sticking with us, coming out to the channel and everything. Don't forget to hit that like button, and we will talk at you guys later.